There we go. What up, boys? What up, Sir Corky? We're back. Smooth and Crypto. I'm your host, Maxwell Smooth. We are at the beach right now and just decided to hop in here, talk a little bit to you guys. Nothing crazy. I'm just on my laptop, so it's not going to be a, you know, very well production stream, I should say. Um, we are very blessed. We got a little pump going on right now in Hex. I'm super excited. It's probably not going to last, to be honest, but it's nice to see some of your bags go up as you dollar cost average down. The price right now is, let's see, what we're looking at. Okay. Mm-hmm. 500 subs is right around the corner, brother. Okay, so we're going to pop over here. So here is the hex chart right now. So right here, let's see, right here, hex goes up in anticipation of the release of Pulse Chain, and we come down here, and it just fell all the way to about 2.5 cents, which is so crazy. And then we get a little bit of relief rally right here. So maybe the bottom is 2.5 cents. I'm not sure. It's we got another at least till November, December time of bear market. So imagine how much it can go down from here to here. So we'll look at, all in all, this is what it's done. So since basically top was, okay, I get it. Top was around September, so about 10 months it's went down this much. So we easily could see it go down another, I could see a cent, at least a cent. And I think that we could at least see 1 cent. So every $100 you put in is 10,000 coins. Just imagine when it was 50 cents per coin, what you could buy with $100. 50 coins. 200 coins. 200 coins for $100, and now you're getting 10,000 coins for $100. And every 10,000 coins is $5,000 at the end of the day if it hits all-time highs again. It's pretty remarkable, honestly. It's so crazy. So that's going to be pumping when it's released on Pulse Chain. At least Pulse Hex is going to be just absolutely pumping. Pulse Hex is going to be one of the best coins on Pulse Chain. Pulse Hex and Pulse Chain are going to do great, but at the end of the day, Pulse Hex is going to be the absolute moneymaker. It's going to do the same thing it's been doing. It's going to absolutely keep just pumping up, pumping up, pumping up. And by pumping up, I mean your staking bag, when you have that in there, is just going to keep giving you coins throughout the entirety of the time of your T-shares time length. And you'll be so surprised if you start putting in these 10,000 coin stakes or whatever it is. When those things, if you stake them for 15 years, it's going to be just compounding and compounding with your other stakes. And I mean, we saw what Bitcoin does in 13 years. We saw it. And we could easily see something in that form with Hex. I mean, it is a better Bitcoin, and it will keep doing what it's doing. It will keep its value. It will store its value. And at the end of the day, Hex actually has yield. Bitcoin has no yield. So you get all your coins from the beginning. The best part about Hex is when you put in your stake, so you put 10,000 coins in, those coins are burnt and they are completely taken out of supply. So on your account, it's going to keep giving you more and more coins as you go along, and by the end of it, you buy your coins back basically. And this helps with total supply of Hex. And this helps with total supply of circulating supply. Reading the side-by-side comparison of Hex against Bitcoin, it really draws it up clearly. I recommend the read first. Yeah, let's do it. So Corky, we are definitely going to do that. So I haven't.
Still looking for a freelancer? We're still the leading marketplace for top talent.
I have not
Find yours
watched
here.
this.
My inspiration is just flowing and coming.
Shout out Crypto
Hey
Panda.
everyone. Okay, so I wanted to run a little experiment.
We're gonna watch
in true
this.
story, when I did the math on this, I did the math, I went surfing, and I came back and Hex was pumping. So, I mean, Bitcoin went up a little bit too. Hex is at 45 cents now, and Bitcoin's at 47,342. But I'm going to keep the math.
So this is when Hex
And
was
we'll see.
pumped.
I'm not
up.
here to crap all over Bitcoin on it. I just wanted to see what happened because Bitcoin's the king. It's the number one. And if we're talking about investing,
Facts.
then let's have at it. This isn't financial advice. I'm just doing math. So, $1,000 investment for 10 years. No touching and no middlemen. So you're investing $1,000. I wanted to see what happened if you invest $1,000 in Bitcoin or $1,000 in Hex for 10 years. Well, you could not touch it. You needed to be saved from yourself because most of the problem of people getting wrecked in crypto is them being impatient. They don't hold. So for this example, and if you don't like Hex, I don't even care. Do this for Bitcoin. Do it. Figure out a way to invest whatever for 10 years. Or don't. This isn't financial advice. Don't invest. Don't do anything. You'll lose all your money. All right, I'm going to keep going. $1,000 for 10 years. No touching, no middlemen. With Bitcoin, we're just going to be waiting. That's all. That's the only choice that we have. There are some ways to get yield with Bitcoin, but you have to give your Bitcoin to a third party. You have to give it to middlemen. If you're going to do that for 10 years, that's 10 years of regulatory potential regulatory hurdles, of potential hacks. This is crypto. No middleman. I'm not giving my crypto to a middleman.
Facts.
So Bitcoin has to just wait. There is no interest in that regard. With Hex, we're using staking. I don't have to worry about it. I can work directly with the contract. I'm not giving my hex to middlemen. It's just me and the contract, and that's it.
Facts.
So, Bitcoin price 47,105. My $1,000 investment will get me 0.02 Bitcoin. If I'm doubling that 47,000 every year for the next 10 years, I'm at $48 million per Bitcoin. Now, if you're a Bitcoin fan, and I'll show you here that Bitcoin actually does better than double. Well, depends on what data you look at, but over the past year, it's done better than double every year. So $48 million Bitcoin in 10 years is pretty good. Your $1,000 investment will get you $1 million. That's awesome. Where else can you get that kind of ROI for a $1,000 investment, provided that you don't touch it, that you don't get paper hands? You just let it sit there and do what it does. Now with Hex, we're going to stake it. Why? Because you can. Because it's one of the best things about Hex. So a $1,000 investment for roughly 43 cents per hex is 2,331 hex. But if you're staked for 10 years, you're going to get 11,602. And if you are a Bitcoin fan and you're calling foul, I'm sorry. You can thumbs down and stop this video. But we're here to invest our money and get gains. That's it. That is it. So if you want an apples to apples
price appreciation, that is all I care about at the end of the day. Love the concept of the software and tech and everything like that. But price appreciation, that's why stocks were invented in the first place. That's why crypto was invented in the first place. I know it wants to be peer-to-peer and all that stuff, and it is. But price appreciation is what we're all in here for.
Comparison, this is as close as it gets in terms of where it is that I'm putting my money and how I'm going to make sure that I don't touch it for 10 years. So the hex price, 42.9 cents each. A $1,000 investment gets me 23.31. As I said, stake for 10 years, I get 11,602. That 43 cents effectively doubled every year for the next 10 years, gets us to a $440.32 hex. Now, if you love Hex, that sounds awesome. Or maybe if you love Hex, you think that that's bearish. If you love Bitcoin, then maybe you think $48 million per Bitcoin in 10 years is awesome. And if you're bearish, then you think that's impossible. I don't really care. This is just a doubling game. But your 11,602 Hex at $440 each gets you $5.1 million after that 10 years. So Bitcoin, $1 million. Hex, $5 million. Now, if you are saying to yourself, yeah, but Bitcoin will be around in 10 years, and how do I know Hex will be around in 10 years? It will. Hex will be around in 10 years because people are staked for 15 years. On average, Hexkins are staked at least 5. I'm staked at least 8 on mine. It's going to be around. You can't stop it. People are going to continue using it. It's going to continue doing what it does. And I'm being generous with both, or I should say conservative with both these coins. And you'll see here in just a second by just doing this as a doubling every year exercise. So I wanted to see what would happen because I want this video to have legs. Like what if someone watches it in 6 months or 12 months? What if Bitcoin's at $100,000 each? That's a 2.12x from here. And what if Hex is at $5, which is an 11.7x from here? Same game, $1,000 each at these new prices. Now, if you're good at math, you're like, hey, idiot, I already know how this turns out. But let's go ahead and do it anyway. $100,000 per Bitcoin, your $1,000 investment gets you 0.01 Bitcoin. In 10 years, doubled every year for 10 years per Bitcoin. In 10 years, you have $102 million per Bitcoin. That is a lot. If you love Bitcoin, that seems amazing. Your yield, or I should say your ROI, is $1 million on your $1,000 investment. It's basically the same. And surprise, surprise, Hex at $5,000 investment, get 200.
All right. So, I mean, that's math. Why make trillions of coins if they're only going to be burned? Why not just make so many millions of coins like Bitcoin? Different game. I don't know. I think millions is a great thing to have just because of supply and demand. But he's also trying to make something that price appreciates, and when it's a lot of coins, the price will appreciate a lot harder, in my opinion. So maybe that's why. I could, let me see. Um, I think, I think it has the long coins, like the a lot of coins. Um, probably just to give a lot of people the ability to, at least in the beginning, to gobble up coins and stake them. And when you stake them, that's going to have less coins on the market. So I think overall it was, obviously wanted to give a chance for everybody. And when the price is appreciating like it does, then the amount of coins people are going to want to buy them, and more coins are going to be bought. And I think it's just an up and down game with that. Ghost King, what's up, man? Appreciate you being in here. It's it's a great time with Hex right now. 5 cents, couldn't be happier doing 5 cents. I mean, I gobble it up at five. I'll gobble it up at eight. I mean, and I think just at the end of the day, a 1 cent Hex would just be so awesome. I mean, you're gonna get at all time highs. You're gonna get a 50x. Um, I'm gonna have a bag waiting for that. It's 1 cent Hex. I'm going so hard at it. Make sure you guys put some questions in the chat. I'm trying to talk to y'all more than I'm just talking to the screen, to be honest. 5 cent Hex. That's a 10x when it gets back to all time highs. Still super solid. Generic question: do you have any idea on idea why on Pulse testnet ETH is less than ETH? I started with 100 in ETH, and after the bridge goes to $35 ETH. ETH is less than. You mean P ETH? Because regular ETH is just ETH anyway. So I'm just gonna read it as P ETH is less than ETH. It won't have the same liquidity. So I don't know if on mainnet or even on testnet it's supposed to have the same price. It's not really about the price of these things. It's gonna on bridge and postnet by the. So they're gonna be released with a different amount of liquidity. ETH has so much liquidity. Let's check. ETH liquidity in dollars. I mean, dude, this ETH has billions of dollars of liquidity. Billions of dollars of liquidity. So P ETH isn't going to have billions of dollars of liquidity right away. It's going to have whatever liquidity that people put in there on Pulse Chain side. So, I mean, there'll be some liquidity for P ETH and ETH. And, they're just not going to reward Ethereum holders to come over and use Pulse Chain. They're going to. The price is so much for that. It's based on the coins anyway. So whether the price is at parity or less or more, you're going to get the same amount of coins. Yeah, just waiting on Hex to go lower again to buy more. Yeah, man, we're waiting for those low prices, man. I mean, right now it's still 5 cents is still a really low price, but I think if we wait another month, it's going to be 2.5 cents constantly. I think it's going to be fluctuating between like 1.5 and 2.5. It's just going to bounce up and down. But once it gets into that 1 cent, man, and if it goes to like 0.009 or 0.008, dude, we are gobbling. We are scooping Hex the whole time for sure. Um, I just ran into some dry powder. I'm hoping to get a bag at 3 cents again. If it looks like this is going to run some more, I might just dump it in soon. Yeah, man. Yeah. I think personally this is going to go lower and lower until there's some type of crazy event or something in the news or something, dude. I don't know what it is, but I think it's going to take something like that to completely bottom out the market. So until that point, um, and when that point happens, I think it's going to kick back up. It's going to absolutely dump, and then it's going to kick back up. So I think we have another 3-4 months of dropping until you know until it starts going back up. So on however many cents that is, I think it can go pretty low, man. I mean, bear markets take longer than you think, and I love hopium, and hopium's great, but at the end of the day, this stuff is going to drop and drop and drop. So, but I mean, that's where wealth is made. I mean, I'm not trying to make money this next bull run. I'm trying to make wealth, life changing wealth, financial freedom wealth, and I think that if you play it slow, and I think right now, I wouldn't go all in right away. I little bit by little bit, but you got to be comfortable with how much money you put in. And at the end of the day, when it's at 5 cents and you put a bag in there instead of like just waiting and putting a little bit over time, a lot of risk and a lot of reward, because it might be the bottom, but it might not be. George Lucio, yeah, waiting for 2 cents. Yeah, I'm pretty much waiting for 2 cents too. I mean, we got a little piece in there. It was like 2.8 cents. We were in there. I got a little bit at that. Well, decent bag of at 2.8, but yeah. I mean, I'm waiting for a solid 2.2 cents. So 2.2, 2 cents. Um, so what's your suggestion on buying Pulse once the bridge opens? Use ETH stablecoins, maybe trying to figure out my plan. I would not use ETH. Definitely not ETH. ETH will have the amount of coins you have, but there's no way it's going to be worth thousands of dollars or $1,400 or $1,300 or what it's at. Stablecoins is a pretty good way to do it. I think that definitely could work. Hex is probably your best bet, to be honest. It's going to be the most liquid, and you're going to get that price and the copies over. So I think your Hex copies are going to be more valuable than your stablecoin copies, in my opinion, personally. So I mean, my not financial advice suggestion would, if it was me, would be to stack my Hex and just use that on the bridge. You think Hex will be worth more than ETH? I don't think Hex is going to be worth more than ETH per se, because ETH is still going to do exactly what it's been doing for a long time now, and just keep pumping. I mean, it's a great project. It's just really, really congested, and the devs just haven't put any updates out for a long time, and yeah, so I think that I think Hex, while still I'm super bullish on the price overall, and I think it could be really high at one point, but I think when it hits that high price, ETH is going to be even crazier. So I think it's going to, like, say Ethereum right now is $1,500, and I know it's not. Say it's $1,500. Hex is at 5 cents. It's like, how is that going to reach ETH price at the same time? It's just crazy. Um, so I think that Hex is going to do really well, and the X's are going to be better than ETH's X's. But at the end of the day, ETH will be more. So I think your bag you get will be worth more. I think ETH overall price is going to be where it's at. Fat Sammy Slice, hi all, what's up, man? Um, Anthony, I think you were right. Hex is going to be the most liquid for early bridge pools. Yeah, absolutely, man. It's going to be the most liquid, I think, period. But early bridge before prices come out definitely is going to be super liquid. And I mean, if you were in the business of ratio trading, it definitely could work for you. But I'm waiting for prices to come out. I can't ratio. I'm not willing to break break my bag right in the beginning just to not wait a day and a half or 2 days or whatever it is. It is now, and I talked about your channel today in Discord. Great stuff. Um, oh, it's now, and I talked about it. Oh, appreciate it, man. Send me the link to the Discord, man. I'll definitely join. Um, I appreciate that, dude. I mean, I'm just trying to put some content out and just get it popping. Is this thing lagging? What is going on? I think I'm good now. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth stretch. Let's see. All right. Well, it's all right now. Yeah. Fat Sammy. Send me that link. It's called Syndicate, run by Hex Token Channel, Heinz Crypto. All right, bet. Well, either message it to me here or on Twitter or whatever. So I'm definitely down. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, send that link over. I'll definitely join. I think I love the word syndicate as well, man. I really do. I play poker a lot, and that's what we call it, a certain syndicate where we play. So I don't want to dox the name. Why is the Hexagon saying Hex is the ETH killer? Well, I think Pulse is the ETH killer, Crypto Trucker. That Hex is definitely not an ETH killer. It's built on top of ETH, and in my opinion, anything built on top of something can't be the killer of it. So, like Avalanche, Solana, Binance, all of those would be technically ETH killers, and Pulse Chain is going to be right in there as well. And I think that I personally don't think that anything's really going to kill ETH. I mean, ETH is just such a dog, and there's so much absolute like mayhem of projects on that platform. So I don't think that anything's really gonna kill it. And at the end of the day, uh, ETH is still gonna do exactly what it does. And just type some questions in the chat. I'm gonna be on here for another maybe like 5-10 minutes. Just decided to get on here real quick, and I'll be home tomorrow night, so I'll have time to make actual videos. I'll probably pump out a couple videos, and then Monday right back to normal programming. I got to figure out a way to make videos better while I'm out of town. So, part of the world are you guys in? A lot of people. I was talking to a guy from Australia. He was from Sydney. It's pretty awesome, man. I can't believe my videos really, get all the way across the world like that. London, Fat Sammy Slice. London, UK, man. That's so sick that you're all the way from there. I went to England and Scotland when I was, I think, in like sixth grade. I was a student ambassador over there. Um, Love that place, man. Lot of rain, to be honest, but it was still beautiful. Shout out upstate New York. My one of my best friends' family's from up there, man. I love that place. I visited there probably about 5 or 6 times, man. Freaking New York in general is just a vibe. It's definitely a crazy city. I mean, compared to where I live a lot slower paced. But you know, being in DC area and stuff like that, being in that city, definitely prepared me for stuff like that. Vancouver, Canada. Shout out Jorge. That's tough. Canada, London, New York. Um, Crypto trucker, no problem, man. I mean, this is what I made it for. I mean, obviously, I would love to make YouTube my full time job, but at the end of the day, just being a normal person is what I do every day. So, um, crypto trucker, Fat Sammy, where'd you throw that link? Um, yeah, DC is crazy, man. Honestly, it's nuts there. The most nuts stuff happened there all day long. And, you know, we all got to work. Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, this is what I'm trying to, you know, pop off on crypto, and then I don't have to work, and then I can just do YouTube without even be worried about it, and it's just going to be super fun. So if I have 500 in USDT, I couldn't bridge that to PUST and buy Pulse with it. Just making sure I get this. Oh, you seem to know a lot. Yeah, I mean, I think USDT is going to be fine. Um, let's see. Stable coins. I mean, I don't. Which stable to hold for Pulse Chain? Let's look at.
So,
Crypto.
what is a stablecoin?
Come on, crypto. Cryptographics, absolutely, if legend. Um, if you haven't watched Cryptographics channel, um, definitely do. Hold on, let me check something. Fat Sammy Slice. If you follow me on Twitter and DM me, um, not a bad dry powder option for buying Pulse. Yeah, I think. I personally think DAI and USDC. Um, hold on. Let me just doing a little research for you, man. Yeah, to be honest, I mean, just do a lot of research on what we're talking about with stablecoins. It says we do not know if the automated arbitrage bots, that's basically the fixer bot, that hold price We do not know if the automated arbitrage bots that hold price to the $1 peg will operate correctly, given that this presentation does not even touch on what may happen to oracles during this initial phase for launch of stablecoins. So basically what that means is that the liquidity for stablecoins and the pegging to the actual dollar, I don't think is going to be um, over there. It's just not going to be the same type of backing, and like USDC, USDT, DAI, all this stuff has a lot of money backing it, and at the end of the day, I think it could work, but I I just feel more safe with the hex because at the very least I know what that's going to be worth when it's going in. I mean, it's either going to be up from where it's at now, or it's going to be down from where it's at now. And if I have, say, I have $1,000 in stable coins, and I'm trying to wait for the release of Pulse Chain to put it in each bag or whatever, if that $1,000 isn't $1,000 and I was banking on it being $1,000 in stablecoin over in Pulse, I'd be super worried and blown about it if that didn't happen. So in my opinion, Hex having that for the release would be very useful. Most liquidity on the thing, on Pulse and Pulse X, most liquidity, and it's gonna pump in my opinion. Um, let's see, catch up on chat. I mean, definitely not a bad option for using DAI, but like, I don't know, honestly. I'm trying to have enough money to finally retire since I am in my 60s. Oh, shout out you, Crypto Trucker. Yeah, man, definitely getting into something like this. I think you could definitely do it. I mean, it's tough, man. A lot of money is going very sideways, and what costs the same amount of money that bought you something 10 years ago won't buy you this nearly as the same, and it just sucks. And I wish it was different, but when uh, when you got people in a little office just pushing out stuff, that's just how it goes, man. And you got to work too, and life happens, man. You got expenses that need to be paid. You got emergencies. Like, it's not just cut and dry. So I wish you luck, man. I think you're in the right ecosystem and the right community. So um, wish you nothing but luck. Um, Unless you were swapping PLS for PLSX, most ratio trades would be a bad trade. Swapping Liquid Hex for Pulse is a bad idea. Yeah, I think I'm definitely not ratio trading any of my stuff, and I think that any type of ratio trading is super risky because you might really give yourself in permanent loss. I mean, if you have a little tiny bag, then you know it might be more reward than risk if you play it right. But the possibility of playing it right is so tough. I mean, it is. No one knows. So I wish you luck, man. Guess I got to start stacking up some Hex since it's on sale after all. Thanks for the response. Ghost King, you the man. I appreciate you watching. You know, we're all just a big community, man, and we're all trying to achieve the same thing. Um, Pretty happy with how many people actually, enjoy what I have to say and talk about. So you guys are awesome, man. I mean, you guys are the only reason why I keep doing this stuff. I mean, I probably would have kept doing it and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, having a little bit of a community behind you is awesome. And I'm going to start setting up like a Discord and Telegram or whatever, maybe even like a Twitter Spaces. So, yeah. Got to be careful with stables on PLS as they won't be all pegged. Exactly, Anthony. They won't be, and that's why it's just a little more risk than I want. I want it to be straightforward. I know how much stuff is what my stuff is worth. My Hex is going to pump or it isn't before release, and it's going to have a lot of liquidity. So I just don't want it to be my whole play banking on that this thing is pegged to $1, and if it isn't, then you're just screwed. Get those T-shares while they're cheap. Yeah, man, I'm dumping in some T-shares, man. I want to get my T-share count up, honestly, big time. Did you claim PLSD? Yeah, I did. I got 25 PLSD, and I was gonna keep it, but I was hex dropped, and I just couldn't help myself. Honestly, it pumped a little bit, and I sold it at the pump. But at the end of the day, like, I'm not really into meme coins, so thank you for the free money at the end of the day. Smooth and Crypto, same as my YouTube channel, Fat Sammy. Sammy Slice. Yeah, so Smooth N, the letter N, Crypto. You guys are awesome, man. I mean, I'm on here at almost 11 o'clock at night, and I got 10 viewers. Like, that's just so sick. That's so awesome. You guys are sick. I mean, I'm grateful for even one person watching, let alone 11. And I just really appreciate you guys, man. I mean, I try to respond to everybody and like your comments and stuff, and uh, it's been going pretty well. I mean, you guys have a lot of good stuff to say, and I really appreciate it. And me having some conversations with some like-minded people, like, you don't get that all the time. And a lot of my friends and my brothers and all that kind of stuff, they'll just start blanking out when I just go on word salads of crypto stuff. And I think this stuff is just so straightforward, and to a lot of people it really isn't. Need to get you to set up to be on Matt's channel, Crypto Heartbeat, and Brandon's channel, Rags to Riches. Love, dude. I follow both of them, man. I would love that, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if maybe I should just start commenting on their stuff. Yeah. Crypto Heartbeat is awesome, man. I mean, I pretty much follow so many people in this ecosystem, and crypto in general, to be honest. Thanks, man. Anthony, you're a real one, man. I appreciate it, man. I mean, that's just such a good compliment. Definitely uh, have a relaxed vibe. I mean, I'm not really like gonna give you YouTube, channel stuff. Like, I mean, and when I say that, it's like, I'm not gonna be all hyped up and stuff. I'm not gonna try to be someone I'm not. Like, this is just who I am. I'm not gonna try to be anybody different. And the fact that you guys are you like me, it's pretty awesome, man. And I appreciate you, Anthony. Shout out New York. Um, I'm gonna try to get some Smooth and Crypto T-shirts out. Just probably do you know something in regards to like a free T-shirt thing. I've made T-shirts in the past and stuff, and so I can make them pretty cheap, and I think it'd just be awesome to give out, like, a good 50 of them or something like that. That just would be sick. I'll check, Sammy. I'll check right now. Hold on. What's going on? I haven't been on my laptop in forever, man. I've been on the freaking computer for so long. My home computer. What's with the thumb pulse chain is done. Oh, dude, I didn't even know that was still up there. What should I write? Pulse chain. Should I write Richard Hart owes me money? I'm just gonna write pulse chain is the best. Dude, I don't even know. I'm on autopilot on this computer, so I couldn't tell you. Messages. There we go. All right, Sammy, I'm gonna join this thing now, man. All right, well, I'll change. I'll change. All right. Maxwell Smooth has entered the chat. LOL. Not that. How would you know? Hold on. Oh. Well, to be honest, Pulse Chain releases. Pulse Chain is technically done, but when Richard Hart saw the market and all this kind of stuff, it is perfect time to fix the UI, fix the speed of it, fix all the little tiny bugs. And when I made the original thumbnail, you know, that's kind of what I was going for. So hope that's answer your question, Juanita. You have a good head on your shoulders and smart, and I appreciate your content thoughts. Got to get ready to drive now. Crypto Trucker, you drive safe, man. I respect everything you do on those roads, man. And without you, a lot of stuff in this country ain't happening. So I appreciate you, man. Drive safe, dog. Yeah, I'm definitely going to change the thumbnail to question marks at some point when I get home tomorrow. Definitely can't do it right now. Cool, going to share your channel with 525 members, dude. You're a beast, absolute beast. Yeah, I gotta get 5 boosts to help, dude. I need to get in accordance with get in accordance with how Discord works. To be honest, I use it a little bit, but not a crazy amount, to be honest. But I definitely want to get mine rolling, and you guys all in it, or whether I have mine or I use with other people's or something. That's probably where I'm going to go with it. I appreciate you, Sammy. That's awesome, man. Send the link. I'm going to like that thing right now. I'm going to add a reaction. Little hard eyes. He's a moderator too. That's tough. Takes some time to get used to, but what is great is we can use voice chats and share screens, etc. Yeah, man, that's awesome. That's cool. I'm looking at it right now. The general chat and general voice chat. I'm connected. Hold on. I'm gonna get out of here. can't can't get into that. I'll get into it a little bit later. Yeah. So any
Yeah, you're connected now.
oh, I'm in here now, I guess. Yeah, I literally just added myself to the general voice chat. Someone answered, they're like, dude, what is this guy doing? Unless that was you, Sammy. But we're gonna get I'm gonna start doing some streams or, you know, something like that. Sounds like I hacked you. Yeah, literally, dude. That's hilarious. Um, yeah, I'm gonna get some streams with some of you guys or something like that. And at the end of the day, like just try to communicate with you guys as much as possible because you know I could have my views and all this kind of stuff or whatever, but I think having conversations with the people that are into this stuff really will grow my knowledge a lot more. I mean, I watch tons of YouTube and different people and different streamers talking about crypto and stuff like that, but I think I really learned the most through talking. And I think stuff like this and talking to viewers and subscribers like on my streams and stuff is the way to go. Sam, you did hack me, man. Um, I'll be jumping into chat in here and stuff like that. And when you guys have when you guys have, I'm gonna set this real quick. Yeah, Sammy, just send me a message on either Twitter or something like that. I'm gonna try to jump into the general chat if you guys are doing that at any point. So yeah, so I mean, you guys have been awesome. I mean, we're grinding. Want to start putting out videos every day again. I decided to hop on live because I didn't want to not put out a video, and at least this will get out there. And trying to put out something every day, whether it's a little post or a little video or a little live or something like that. I think that's important for growth and important for you guys to know that I'm not falling back and lacking. So um, yeah, I mean, I would love to get on Gen Hexes, man. Um, love it. I would absolutely get on there. Let's see. I'm gonna subscribe to him right now. I've watched this. I think I've watched this stuff before. Yeah, so I just subscribed to him. Yeah, man. So you guys have been awesome. I'm gonna do a. So I'm gonna get off at in about 8 minutes. Um, let's see. I want to do a poll. I just want to put out this. Love polls. You guys watch my videos to learn. That's a good, interesting question because, you know, although I watch videos to learn, you know, crypto videos, I also kind of want to see people's thought process and just hear them talk. I mean, I like people's characters and I like what they have to say. And that those two things are the most important. So I'm like 2/3, something like that. Um, Cape Fear. What are you talking about? Did you even comment before? I, Knight, I can only do what I can do. You chose to ignore. That's your choice. I'm only trying to help you out. And Cape, I don't even know what you're talking about. So appreciate you being in here though. At the end of the day, uh, some sometimes, I mean, 99% of the time, I'm yeah, Sammy. I have no idea what he's talking about. 99% of the time, I am there to listen and learn, but you know that there's still a 1% every single time that I just want to talk to, just hear the person talk about something, and just their character is awesome. Yeah, Cape. Good night, dog. I don't even know what you're talking about. So or 50-50, 4 votes. It's getting intense. You guys have a couple more minutes. Yeah, and it's awesome because me having like low subscribers, I can actually get to know y'all, and that's important to me at least. All right, I need one more vote, sway it either way, and then I'm gonna end poll. So just one vote. J-Man in the house, my guy. Bang, end poll. We're ending on the nose. I love it. Oh, what the hell? Someone snuck in the last vote and made it 50-50. That's hilarious. Yeah, boys. I think it's my time to hit the hay. I appreciate everybody that was in here for the stream. You guys are awesome, asking questions. Um, yeah, J Man, I'm here for the same thing. Talk about crypto. Moon math and crypto is my two very big passions. If we're learning from your mistakes, then 100% yes. Yeah, facts. Yeah, it is kind of an ironic question to be honest, but my mistakes are definitely more on brand than successes sometimes. But we are riding, and I got a good position, a good bag. So I'm excited. I learned a lot, man, and all that stuff I learned is just gonna come to fruition in this next bull run, and I just know it, man. Pulse chain is going to explode. Couldn't have said it better. Um, Fat Sammy, you're a beast, man. I'm absolutely gonna be hopping in that Discord and trying to, you know, run it up with y'all. I think that uh, being in a Discord, getting some voice chats, talking to more people. I mean, I love talking here on live, but I think if I can have conversations with other people and stuff, that's super important. Learned a lot this past two bear markets. I didn't even flinch during this bear market. Yeah, facts. No, I'm not. I'm like 0% worried. It's not even. Yeah, like this is discounts everywhere. Bad sediment. This stuff's coming back. It's not going anywhere, and Pulse Chain is going to be huge once it comes out. So that's not financial advice, just my opinion, you know. Um, yeah, I appreciate everybody for being in here. I'm about to get off. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my channel, DM me. Yeah, more time for us average Joes to buy in more. Facts. We're buying in. Make sure you do the giveaway stuff, and yeah, I'll be on soon. And I appreciate everybody for being in here. Smooth and Crypto. I'm Maxwell Smooth. Until next time.